Hey guys, so today I just wanted to do a video on extended breastfeeding. I am doing this from my phone because I'm at work right now and I just have been seeing a lot of things about like extended breastfeeding, and I have gotten a few comments about extended breastfeeding for Andi, and I just wanted to share what my initial thoughts were when I first became a mom and how they've changed, because they have changed drastically. When I first started breastfeeding, or when I first became a mom, so with Riley, I knew that I was going to breastfeed. And I breastfed, but I also supplemented with formula, which caused me to only be able to breastfeed for like 3 months, and then my milk supply dried up, so I wasn't able to breastfeed anymore. And I was super sad about it, but it didn't, I got over it, and Riley continued to, use formula for the rest of the 9 months, and then she went straight to cow's milk. And that's something else that I know people are like debatable, like cow's milk versus almond milk versus coconut milk versus goat's milk. I don't know. I mean, there's just so many things that people can like be like, oh, well, she should have this instead of that. And people are like, oh, blah, 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 co-sleeping versus not co-sleeping, bed sharing, baby wearing, like all that stuff. It's just kind of annoying to me for people to like always think that there's certain ways that people should do things and that the other ways are just bad. Like, I believe that if you're a mom and you are doing what's best for you and your child, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you're not breastfeeding. It doesn't matter if you're not baby wearing. It doesn't matter if you're not co-sleeping. It doesn't matter if you're not like using cloth diapers. It just really doesn't matter. Like, I feel like there has been such a big change in the way people believe that mothers should parent, and the things that they use and all that stuff. It's just too much, and it's too much pressure for everybody. Like, it's too much pressure for moms, and especially if you're a first-time mom, that is terrible for people to be like influencing them to do things that maybe they don't want to do. And so that's just something, a whole separate video. But today I'm going to be talking about extended breastfeeding, and I'll just start with my first initial thoughts on extended breastfeeding. So my first initial thoughts were that I was going to breastfeed with Riley up until she was a year old, and then I would stop and she would go to regular milk. And I think that's just because that's what I knew, and I had been around people that had breastfed up to a year, so I never knew anything else on extended breastfeeding. I didn't really know much about it, and but that didn't end up happening anyways because Riley didn't breastfeed for that long. So yeah, when I got pregnant with Andi, I knew that I was going to breastfeed, and I knew that I wasn't going to use formula like at all, because I didn't want to chance my milk supply drying up. And I later realized that, because the first time when I breastfed with Riley, I thought it was because I wasn't eating right or whatever, some other things that maybe I wasn't like drinking enough water, maybe I was drinking too much coffee, I don't know. But I realized that it was because I was using formula and I was skipping feedings, and my milk supply was just kind of like dripping out, and then it just eventually dried up. So that's the reason why I wasn't able to continue breastfeeding with Riley. With Andi, it was really easy, and it was a lot easier for me to just get things going, I guess, and to continue breastfeeding. So as she was approaching her first year, I knew that there was no way that I was going to make her wean when she turned a year old, and there was no way that I was going to give her regular milk. I don't know why it changed, but it was just kind of my personal comfort. I don't know. I knew that she didn't want to wean. I knew that she really enjoyed breastfeeding. I really enjoyed breastfeeding with her, and I didn't want to make her wean if she wasn't ready. Andi wakes up a few times a night to comfort nurse, and there was no way that I was going to make her wean and like cause her sleepless nights and really terrible nights just because I didn't want to make her, or just because I didn't want her to nurse anymore. So I knew that I wasn't going to wean her, and I didn't. And I realized that I probably won't wean her at all until she's ready. So, and if she's showing signs of weaning or wanting to wean, then I will. But as of right now, I'm going to continue breastfeeding until I want to. I mean, and if that's until she's like 5 years old, then whatever. I don't care. But I really don't think that it's gonna go that long. I think she might go maybe like 2 years or maybe 3 years. I don't know, but I know eventually there will come a time where she'll, stop, or maybe later on I'll, encourage her to maybe stop weaning, and not because I don't want her to nurse anymore, but mostly because I just want her, maybe I'll want her to be independent and not be so dependent on comfort nursing, because I feel like that's kind of where we're at right now. If she didn't need to comfort nurse, then she wouldn't need to nurse at all, because she does eat regular foods now and all that stuff, and I really don't think that she needs to nurse, but she wants to, so that's why I'm not going to make her wean. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. And I know that there are a lot of health benefits, and I do see a difference in the health benefits with her and with Riley. Like currently, they are both sick, and Riley got it really bad. Riley got sick really, really bad, and she needed to use our nebulizer to kind of soothe her breathing because she was wheezing. And Andi didn't get it as bad. Andi got a cough and a runny nose, but she was a trooper through the whole thing. I feel like Riley, for a couple days, she was kind of down and out, and she was sick. She did not feel good at all. And that's kind of what happens every time they get sick. Riley just gets really sick, and then Andi is just she gets all the same things that Riley does, but she's just still so happy and so energetic and so playful, and Riley just kind of wants to lay down and wants to sleep and all that stuff. And maybe it's because of the age, maybe it's because she's breastfeeding, who knows, but I do see a difference. And not to mention the health benefits that for you, I didn't get sick at all, which I usually do get sick. I didn't get sick at all. I kind of just got a little sore throat and a stuffy nose. Ruben got sick, and Ruben doesn't ever get sick, so I do see health benefits for me also. And you do lose your weight, your baby weight, super fast. I mean, I lost it all in the wrong places, but I still lost all the weight, and I didn't work out at all, so that's another health benefit for breastfeeding. And I just really like the bond that I have with Andi. She isn't walking yet. She is 13 months, and she isn't walking yet, but she talks way better than I think Riley started talking. She says a lot more words, and she understands me a lot better. And I can't remember exactly how Riley was at 13 months. It was so long ago. She's 3 years old now, so I mean, it was a long time ago. But I do know that I don't think that Riley was talking as well as Andi does now. And I just see a lot of developmental differences from when Riley was around that age and Andi now. So I believe that has something to do a little bit with breastfeeding, but also because, I mean, every kid is different. I mean, Andi doesn't walk, but she does talk a lot, and she does understand me. So I believe that she's smart, and Riley is smart also, but they're smart in different ways. So yeah, but that's just my thought those are my thoughts on extended breastfeeding. If you are going through the same things as me, just stay strong, hang in there. There's no reason for you to stop. I have gotten a few comments about extended breastfeeding. Ruben's mom had mentioned to me that I should wean her soon, and I said no, I'm not gonna wean her. I don't want to. And she won't say it all the time, but every now and then she'll say it, and I'm just she doesn't need to wean. She's fine. She's doing okay. And I mean, my mom thinks that it's a good thing. My sister thinks that it's a good thing. So, I mean, as long as you're getting support, then I think that it's okay. And I think that you'll be okay. I think that if there was a lot of people telling me that I needed to wean her, then it would be hard for me to keep the mindset that I want to keep extended breastfeeding. Because if you are surrounded by people that are like, wean her, you know, she doesn't need to be breastfeeding anymore, it's weird, or whatever, there's whatever people say, it would be hard to continue extended breastfeeding. But honestly, you just need to do whatever you think is best for you and your child. And I believe that this is best for Riley. I always say Riley. I believe that this is best for Andi and I, and that's just my personal opinion. So, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, and if we disagree, then I guess we'll just agree to disagree. But I really don't see any harm in extended breastfeeding. So yeah. But anyways, I am behind on Vlogmas. These past 2 days I've been like working, and it's just been really cold, and I haven't been doing much, so there's not much to vlog about. But I decided to do this video just because I don't know, I wanted to. I've been wanting to do this video because I wanted to share how my thoughts had changed over time. And if you were thinking about extended breastfeeding, or if you like had different thoughts, trust me, if you have thoughts now, they will quickly change. They may quickly change. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I promise to keep vlogging more, and I probably will be doing more like walk around vlogs, like regular vlogs, rather than sit down vlogs. But I might just throw a couple of those in there sometimes. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.